Welcome back to the realest channel on YouTube. Now, Misfits fight weekend. Last week, Kingpin done their thing. Very high level competition. Good skill was shown. And this week, Misfits in Nashville are saying, yeah, it's our turn to show the influencer crossover boxing world what we got. And it is the introduction of the Survivor tag. Now, we've seen the tag team matchup. Now they're doing Survivor tag. It is SmackDown to know your role, man. That's the business model over there. I'm seeing SmackDown, Here Comes the Pain. SmackDown versus Raw 2007. You know what I mean? These are all the games that I used to play and I was into it. And I feel like they're bringing a very similar vibe into the crossover game, which is interesting. Very interesting. And the first thing I want to do is see the rules of the Survivor tag. So we're going to check out the rules of it. Then we're going to see the public workout of each guy that is participating. And then I'm going to have a quick scroll of the Misfits Twitter account, because obviously Waleed and Dean have been paired up as tag team partners when they're rivals, which obviously was a silly move from Misfits because these guys genuinely don't like each other. I know it definitely got some clicks and some footage going, but it was never something that was going to run smoothly. And until that fight happens, it's very unpredictable what we're going to see. Dean saying that he will fight Waleed even though it's his tag team partner. It's getting techie. But the first thing we're going to do is see the rules right here of the Survivor tag.
The 4 fighters are each designated a corner of the ring. Only 2 fighters are allowed in the ring at one time. The 2 fighters to start the bout will be decided by a fan vote on social media.
Okay, so that's kind of interesting that the first 2 people in the ring is decided by a fan vote on a poll. So I'm guessing they'll put out a tweet of each fighter, and then whoever's the top 2 selected fighters, they're the ones that start off in the middle. Personally, who do I want to see in there first? Maybe a Swarms and B Dave. Swarms and B Dave would be a good start, and then we'll see what Nick LMAO and Ryan Johnston are saying. But I'd like to see Swarms and B Dave scrap it out first, so I'll be putting my vote in on the Twitters.
Fighters can tag out of the action at any time, but a fighter cannot tag the same person consecutively. Refusal to be tagged in results in elimination.
I like that. If you refuse the tag, you're eliminated, because what did you come here for? You can't come here to get the best seat in the house and lean on the ropes and watch us fight. If you get tagged, then you have to fight. That makes sense. If you refuse it, you get eliminated. I like that rule. And plus, you can't tag the same person twice, so it can't turn into a bully thing. So far, I like the rules. The rules sound fair, my people.
A KO, TKO, or knockdown results in elimination. The fighter will not have an opportunity to get up from a knockdown.
Ooh, so you can't get knocked down. If you get knocked down, you're eliminated. Now, a knockdown can be you getting blasted down to the canvas, but a knockdown could also be you slightly off balance. Someone touches your forehead with a jab and you hit the ground. You will still be eliminated. A knockdown is a knockdown. So that's interesting, and fighters will have to bear that in mind when it comes to the techniques they're using, their balance, all these things, because an accidental knockdown or something that you deem minor or you're not hurt by can still eliminate you from the fight.
Once a fighter is eliminated, the next fighter will be chosen clockwise from the corner of the eliminated fighter. Okay. There will be 4 times 3-minute rounds. At the end of each round, the fighters in the ring are changed. If more than 1 fighter remains standing at the end of 4 rounds, the contest goes to the judges' scorecards. Fighters are awarded 8 to 10 points per round, depending on their performance. Any fighter who does not participate in any given round will be awarded 9 points.
Okay. Well, that makes sense, because I was just about to ask, and then at the end it explains it, but I was just about to ask what happens if someone is not tagged in during that round, and it means that you're given an automatic 9 points. And I'm pretty sure that if you wasn't tagged in a particular round, you will start the next round. That wasn't clarified, but that would make sense. So we got Nick LMAO, Swarms, Ryan Johnston, and B Dave. Now we've seen B Dave, tough guy, game, trains with Jack Rabbit. I know he's going to be looking to make some progress. Ryan Johnston seems like a very aggressive guy. You know, he seems active. Swans is the savior of Misfits. Swans is the savior of Misfits. This guy stepped in on the first ever Misfits to save the show by fighting JJ. He's fought Deji. He's been very consistent. He is the most reliable guy on the roster, I would say. And I think they know that. That's why he keeps getting all these opportunities, big opportunities as well. Nick, you know, someone who put up a good fight against Jay Swingler. Arguably, some people thought he won. Do you know what I mean? So he showed that he's game. But I don't know if he's done for fighting like that or if he's here on the entertainment thing. But either way, we're going to get into the public workouts right now. And we're going to see, firstly, what Ryan Johnston is cooking up. How does it want to do this? There we go. He's just moving around the ring right now. Alright, here we go. So like I said, you can see he's just active. He's got good hand speed. You got good hand speed. I like the little pivot there as well. And I think this tag team thing might work for him. The reason why I think the tag team thing might work for him, let me just pause it here. 56 seconds. Is because when you start getting tired, you can tag a man. Do you know how much of a blessing that is? That you can be throwing an attack. You realize the guy's not gone yet. He's still got life in him. But you know what? I need a breather. And you know that if you tag the guy, he can't say no or he's eliminated. This is a blessing. So I feel like with these fast twitch fibers that he's using and all of this erratic energy, he's gonna have time to get a break so he can refuel and do it again. Quite interesting. But yeah, he got good hand speed and he's aggressive. You can tell he wants to throw bangs. I don't know what's going on with this footage, yeah. Alright. Yeah, you know what? Cool, Ryan Johnston. I've seen what I need to see. Yeah. It's gonna be interesting. Let's see Swans now. He's normally on the same smoke. He's normally showing good hand speed, not a lot of foot movement and stuff. But let's see what he's got. Let's see if he's improved a little piece, if his pads have changed any bit. So he started off with a little shoe shine. But I can even see from here that when he's throwing that left hook and his right hand is in his pocket, do you know what I mean? That ain't good. Because someone punch at the same time as you, they're gonna clock you. But again, we've seen good hand speed from Swans, and this is what we're seeing once again. Good hand speed, low guard, which he does carry, but his hands look quick. He's had a good body transformation throughout this crossover boxing realm, finding him. And I like the sharpness of his hands. I've always rated the sharpness of Swans' hands. But when he's in the ring, he doesn't let them go as much as obviously he's letting them go here on the pads. This is very orchestrated. That's the thing about pads, it's very orchestrated. His pads anyway. So it's a system. He's being told what to do. Jab, throw a right hand, da 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 da. You get what I'm saying? So when you get in the ring and someone's not sticking to the script, that's why you see a lot of people stop punching, because they're not being told what to throw, nor is their opponent standing there waiting to take punches from them. So if he can bring that hand speed and those combinations into the fight, I'll be very impressed. I'll be happy. But I don't want him to freeze up. Plus, you can tag out when your brain is flustered. This is the crucial thing to remember. When you're confused and that you're getting stressed, you can tag the man, take a little breather, step out. Let's see what Nick is saying. see Nick's got a very relaxed style. Quick jab. Quite low hands. And he kind of looks like he's not even, like, he's not interested, but that's his style. His style, when I see him against Jay Swingler, it's like he kind of fights like he's not interested, but he was scrapping though. So he's a bit of a weird one, Nick. His padman could definitely hit him if he wanted to hit him. If his padman wanted to bang him in his face, he could bang him in his face, but he's allowing him in it because it's the public workout. You can't embarrass man like that. Ooh, there's a good little free lick there. Obviously the opponents are watching on, but I don't want to see them right now. I'm trying to see the footage. I'm seeing hella B, Dave and Ryan, man. Yeah. See, he's quite very relaxed though. He's very relaxed, and that allows you to preserve energy, and it allows you to throw more punches, in fact, because you're not tense. So that's Nick. See what we need to see from Nick. You know me, I'm not like Wade. You know Wade, he'll be pausing this thing every 2 seconds, doing a real breakdown. He dropped his right hand by a millimeter. Shout out to Wade. That's why his channel exists, because you don't get the full breakdown of everything. Me, I just need to get the overview of what smoke they got. If I don't see enough smoke, or I see something smoky, then I will give the credit. But let's see what B Dave has got. As we say, he's been training at Jackrabbit. Dean trains there as well, and then quite a few guys train there. So let's see what he's got. So he's got him practicing a little shoulder roll here. He's got him practicing a little shoulder roll. And it's quite relaxed. I don't know if he's not doing it in real time. It looks like he's doing it at a tutorial pace. But what's being asked of B Dave, what's being asked of him is the right things. Like, it's very professional, of course, the training team's experience, and you can see from the combination systems and what's being asked of him that he is working with a very experienced team. Can he do that in real time on the day, or is he gonna run out scrapping? These are the questions. These are the questions, and this is why it's gonna be exciting, that all four men are gonna be dashing bangs at each other on the same night in the same fight. It is interesting, the bare minimum. Let's see. We're on the Misfits Twitter right now. You see Taylor Holder talking about he could beat any Misfits fighter out there, and he wants to rematch with Gibb. You see what happens when you don't do things properly. You don't do things properly when you're taking people for granted. Last time he was training with Canelo. And he was talking smoky about training with Canelo because Gibb done him dirty. He had to go away, put on some muscle, and now he's saying that he wants to fight Gibb again. Gibb's on to bigger and better things, bro. You have to earn your right to get back in that pocket like that. You can't just pop up with 1-2 bench press and think that everyone should stop the world for you. You have to work your way up. You know what I mean? You'd be lucky to get a fight with Swarms, talking about you could beat up anybody right now. You got to start lower on the pack. Fight Salt Pappy or something. Fight Salt Pappy. He deserves a difficult fight. You can't just let man into the realm on an easy thing. Taylor Holder deserves a tough fight. Prove to everyone, yeah, what I said is true. Yeah. And then boom. We'll see. But you can't talk about Gibb and these men. You're talking about Kingpin finalists. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, he's moved on. Nick says he wants to knock out Ryan Johnston. See, this guy looks too innocent in that, but he does come to fight. I do respect it. Pretty boy Taylor, always promoting, always winding people up. Punch my man in his face, because my man did try to punch him first. Paul Bamba, he tried to punch him. Taylor got out of the way, quick one pop. Not a good look for fight week, getting popped in your face at the public workout before the actual fight has begun. But you know, it's all promo, all in the name of promo. Let's go. This was a great idea. This was a great idea from Misfits. They deserve credit for this. The Misfits manner, I need to catch up with the episodes, to be honest, but putting the guys that are fighting in the Survivor Tag matchup in one house for the week until they fight, it's a bit of a mind thing. Definitely gonna mess with your head. Definitely gonna be a discipline thing, put you in a certain mentality, but it's a great idea in terms of promotion and entertainment of the fighters to have them all in one house. I see B Dave smack a pie in Nick's face as well whilst he was doing an interview. Stuff like that is like, yeah, if the guys don't end up fighting before the fight, which I'm sure there's going to be penalties and fines in place that prevent them from doing that, they're definitely going to want to hit each other come tomorrow. So yeah, interesting. What we got next? Ryan Johnston shocks his Survivor Tag opponents. Let's see this.
And like fucking Lion King, you know the hyenas was fucking laughing and shit. Like, you know, laughing and shit. Look. They laugh with each other. It's fine. Alright. And like fucking Mufasa walks down and basically I'm Mufasa, guys.
You're Mufasa. Mufasa dies in the movie. Mufasa is the first guy to catch an Simba. You're Simba?
I'm fucking Simba. Lion King, you know the hyenas was fucking laughing and shit.
So Ryan Johnston trying to say he runs the yard. These lot are laughing like hyenas. He's the top dog in the crib. But yeah, all that don't matter until their hands get thrown. Final point of the video: Waleed and Dean being put together as tag team partners. It wasn't a good idea. Primes were getting dashed. Waleed's chain got popped. Dean's talking about Kingpin, shout me. I genuinely believe he didn't know. A lot of people saying it could be staged, XYZ, but I genuinely believe he didn't know. And when he saw Waleed, he was pissed. Genuinely. If they're supposed to be rivals, keep them as rivals. They can't be tag team partners in the meantime, but they are, and that fight is gonna happen. And I want to see if Dean switches up on Waleed, or they might not even tag each other. The guy that's in the ring might not tag the other person. It's gonna be some sort of animosity for sure. But Misfits have done well of promoting this 8th edition in the series, and I think they've got enough interest from the people to look forward to a good, entertaining show in Nashville. And it's obviously going to be compared to last week, Kingpin. And then, you know, we're going to have a reaction for that too. You know, me and Lee will be talking about that, since Lee's part of the small council. He's part of the small council for Misfits, as well as BJ Flores, True Geordie, and Roundhouse Radio. So yeah, it's going to be good, man. It's going to be very interesting. That is my summary reaction wrap up to Misfits 008. myprotein.com, head there, use Viddal and check out. You will get a mad discount. And also there's a mad rebranding happening. There's some crazy rebranding happening. So, and even I don't know everything about it, so I'm excited to see. And of course, once I know, then I will share with the people. It's the end of the video. If you don't know what I do at the end of the video,